Welcome back to the 3-Ball USA Showcase here in Milpitas, California, just outside of the Simon's Great Mall. And what do you know? We have reached the final, quarterfinal, and getting ready to set the semis. Team All-America and the Leaping Labradors on the court getting all ready as we move closer and closer to handing out that $50,000 grand prize. Kyle Montgomery, Kevin Dana alongside. What a day it's been thus far. We still got some unfinished business, obviously, here in the quarterfinals. And see who's going to lock down that last spot in the semis. All-America came into day 2 of pool play in a must-win situation against Cena China. They pulled through to seal a win thanks to Kareem Maddox and Zaire Carrington playing some big games. Now, all of a sudden, you see who's standing in front of them and their hopes of this $50,000. This is not a pushover team in the Leaping Labradors who come in 1-1. The team that they lost to, Novi Sad, Serbia, but they were able to bounce back and get back on track and lock down a spot here.
Yeah, a big win over the Duncan Dobermans in the first game of day 2 yesterday. And before Novi Sad lost today, it was the Leaping Labradors who gave them the biggest scare. 21-18 the loss there. They had a 12-7 lead at one point. Just a lot of talent up and down this 4-player team for the Leaping Labradors. A lot to like for them. This is going to be an exciting game, potentially the closest of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, this one has the makings to be potentially one of the games of the day. I think these are very evenly matched teams, although I do think there are some guys who haven't shown us everything that they have yet. Zaire Carrington is one of those dudes. He's brought the right mentality. He's been, as they say, he's been a dog so far in this tournament. This is the dude, I think, that is the heart. Now has become the driving force of this All-America team. Kareem Maddox has played well. We've seen Dan Brady's really struggling from the field, so Zaire Carrington has really stepped up and assumed that role. I'm loving the way this dude is playing. And you look at Juan Carlos Anderson, likely going to be guarding him down low. He's going to have his hands full.
He really is. I mean, you're taking a look at Zaire Carrington behind Langston Morris Walker there. He is 13 for 19 from the floor, just about 70% in the first 2 games. Langston Morris Walker has had a very good tournament as well in his first 2. He hit all 4 of his shots in the first game against Novi Sad, Serbia, one of the toughest defensive teams you'll ever face, and then hit a couple of threes to really get them going against the Duncan Dobermans. Faced a bit of an early deficit, but thanks to LM Dub, they really got rolling in the right direction.
I like the new nickname, LM Dub. Yeah, he showed up big, 8 points in the second day of pool play. They're going to need more of the same if the Leaping Labradors hope to leap past the top-ranked team in America, Team All-America. As we step aside for a second, give it over to our PA man, Vince Chang. He'll introduce both squads before we get to it, the last quarterfinal.
Give it up for number 2, Zaire Jet Blue Carrington. And that's coming out. Number 10, Kareem the Dream Maddox. Guard coming out, number 20, Damon Huffman. And y'all know him very well, always showing his hands. Number 33, Dan Adonis Mavridis. That's your All-America. Next coming up for the Leaping Labradors, number 5, Langston Morris Walker, a.k.a. Rockstar. Number 10, showing out, give it up for 1, Toscano Anderson. See the Flammy over there. Next, number 15, Davion Berry. And number 21, Ahmed Ali. There's your Leaping Labradors, All-America versus Leaping Labrador. This is going to be a game, I'm telling you. Body size, they know to play together. Let's see how it goes. They're going to flip the going and go from there. Let's go.
With their presence, they came out. The Oregon cheerleaders giving us a little dance show. They got a front row seat to this last quarterfinal. Leaping Labs in the white and All-America in the blue. Kyle Montgomery, Kevin Dana alongside. Kev, what you anticipating in this game, man?
Well, I just wanted to make a point that Langston Morris Walker is an Oregon State guy, and there's a bunch of Oregon cheerleaders over there, and they were giving him a nice round of applause. I'm like, come on, he played at Oregon State. Where's your Civil War rivalry?
Right, what's up with that? Well, listen, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. They don't have their squad to cheer for, so they got to do the next best thing. Cheer for an Oregon State player. Hey, here we go. It's the last quarterfinal. Team All-America, Dan Brady's down to Carrington, and he's straight to work. He brought his lunch pail and his hard hat. And here's Juan Toscano Anderson. The Mexican star stepped back short on the J. Brady's still looking to find his groove. Swings it over. Huffman, too strong on the shot. So Kareem Maddox is going to check in for Team All-America. Carrington's going to step out. You talking about two brutes on the block, and I think that's the biggest strength of this All-American team is Maddox. Oh, there's Brady's. And again, the shot hasn't been falling, so he put his head down, got to the rim, and then Hamid Ali answers right back with a layup of his own. It's 2-1, first minute of the game. Maddox working against Hamid. Hamid, no choice but to foul. Caught in that mismatch. You got to leave that up to the big boys. So Anderson now on Kareem. Brady's gets to the paint, drops it off to Carrington. So these are the guys that we talked about. Carrington getting it done. Gives the team a 2-point lead. Ooh, Ali left him with the cross and the pull-up. Brady's trying to get back at him. He lets the two go, and it's to the left. Possession over to the Labs. Oh, Ali wide open. Just a little bit short. Foul called underneath. Anderson held down by Carrington. Love what Carrington said yesterday. He says, man, we're not, oh, look at the cross. That'll disrupt your sentence when you see that again. Brady's lucky to stand on his feet after that one. But Carrington said yesterday, he's like, we're ball players, and we're just loving an opportunity to, potentially represent our countries at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. He says, we understand that when people hear that 3x3 is going to be in the Olympics, they're automatically thinking, oh, LeBron, Steph, Russ. More than likely is going to be some of the guys you're seeing out here. It's 3-2. All-America, back-to-back 3x3 national champions. Brady's loses his footing. Scrapping for the rock. Oh, and a kick ball on Anderson. So the possession will still be with All-America. Look at the hustle. Credit all the players today. Just a tremendous amount of energy. Hustle, laying it all on the court. 3 up on the back door. Brady's, I like his mentality in this one. He's not falling in love with the two. He's getting what the defense is giving him. And then a wild pass from Carrington. This is after a beautiful pass by Carrington to Brady's on the back door. 1-point game, All-America in front. Just 2.5 minutes into this one. There's Langston Morris Walker. You don't see one go down like that many times. But the baker's open in Cali on Sunday, but the kitchen is closed. That's what Anderson tells Kareem. LM Dub didn't clear it. So that basket wiped away. Got to step beyond that 2-point arc before you continue play completely. It was close. I'm not sure he got past it. And I see a lot of legs in the way. But, to me, it looked like he got out there. and got it cleared out. The ball didn't clear, but his foot did. Nonetheless, a turnover. And a wiped away dunk. 5-4 game. This will decide our last semifinal spot. Go on to meet the magnificent Mutts, who just finished up getting some revenge on the hungry Huskies. My Brady's, oh, look at the two-man game. Sharon is Karen. Kareem rising to the top and laying it in. Even things up at 5 apiece. And then Kareem with the steal. My Brady's back out to him. These two teammates at Princeton in 2011 made a run to the second round of the NCAA tournament. My Brady's boxing out, wrapped up with Anderson. Long rebound to Davion Berry. Berry was able to draw the foul on the pass. Oh, Berry's arguing that he was in the process of shooting. Couple of fouls on the Labs, only one foul on All-America, so pretty cleanly played defensive game to this point. Here's Berry, top of the key. Ali clearing things out. He's got Carrington checking him. Ali, oh, beautiful shot. That was gorgeous. The touch on it over Carrington. Now Carrington passes up the oop. Maddox fakes the pass and misses the two, tracks down the rebound though. Going past Anderson. Ooh, and that's a grown man smash. The two-handed cock back. And he's on his pogo sticks. Take a look again. Boom session. They say Kareem always rises to the top. Get it, Kareem? Keep up, people. 6-6 game. Ali, pull up, no. Oh, Carrington and Maddox not on the same page. Wasted possession for Team All-America. So the Leaping Labs will take over, 6-6. There's Davion Berry. Pulls up, kind of bailed the defender out. What a play there. Was that off of my Brady's? Oh, beautiful play, heads up. Hangs in the air and throws it down off of my Brady's. Look again. Yeah. So, what a play from Langston Morris Walker out of Oregon State again. Spent the early part of the summer with Portland's NBA Summer League. Got a chance to play at really any level that he wants. This is the layup, though. Brady's tracks the pass down. He pulls up on Ali. A little bit strong. Huffman can't get the rebound. So Ali doing his dance. He's got Brady's on him. Oh, and he's in his bag. He's saucing on him, but he's defended underneath the rim in the restricted area after the bucket. That is a warning. The next one will be a technical foul that is against the 3x3 rules. By the way, oh, look again. That's the second nasty cross that Ali has hit him with. Carrington, called for the travel. A little bit frantic on a couple of plays, Carrington. Maybe caught up in the emotion of the stakes. He's a guy that plays with a lot of emotion. It's part of what fuels him. No buckets. LM Dub couldn't connect, so stays a 1-point lead for the Labs. Huffman misses. Carrington comes in for the board. And Jet Blue letting the scream out underneath. 7 apiece. Another look, Carrington. Chance to take a lead here. Lehigh's own. Former teammate of C.J. McCollum, Portland Trail Blazers. I wonder if he's watching right now. Shout out, C.J., if you happen to be watching the broadcast. Your former teammates doing work. 7 apiece. Under 5 minutes to play. Anderson, Ali, fouled by Mavradis outside of the 2-point arc. So now 2 free throws will follow for Ali. Was starting to get a better feel for the game as it goes on. Didn't have the right feel on the free throw. Leaves it a little bit short. But a defensive-minded player. As part of the 2016 Southland All-Defensive Team. Played at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And his Labs have an 8-7 lead. Thanks in large part to his play. Mavradis, Carrington. And a foul call on Barry. Maddox was trying to establish position. Shout out to Kareem Maddox with the luxurious hair. Take another look. And you can see Barry getting him tied up early. Carrington uses the size. He helps Anderson up. That's some good sportsmanship. Ali. Oh, dropping Mavradis off like the bus stop. And now Carrington trying to get it going. He misses underneath. Looks a little bit gassed. Ali, Hezzy, and Mavradis whistle for the foul. 2-point lead for the Labs. And again, our last quarterfinal game. The Magnificent Mutts will get the winner of this game in our second semifinal. Ali, up fake. Mavradis, aggressive D on Barry. Barry airmails it, now out to Huffman. Mavradis back to Kareem. Kareem whistle for the travel. So Kareem trying to get on the same page with Mavradis. It's getting to be crunch time now. Under 4 minutes to play. Huffman, good look. Bottoms. 9 apiece. Oh, Toscano with the nice cross. Missed it though. Huffman thought about shooting it too, but some good recovery D by Barry. And then Carrington, just a little long on the shot. Anderson through the legs, spin. Oh, that was nastier than toothpaste and orange juice. Huffman, though, quiets the crowd a little bit as he doubles up from the corner. It's 11-10. Barry, D'd up. Da-da-da-doo, D'd up. Right at the rim, Carrington. Another look, Anderson. Oh, cross sauce. And the reverse to finish things off. 1-point basketball game, All-America with the slimmest of advantages. Anderson and company look to stay in this thing with just over 3 minutes to play. Anderson, member of Mexico's national team, playing for Soles de Mexicali in Mexico. Played in Marquette. Good rebounder, good defender as well. Another look at the bracket as well. Here's what's at stake. See that blank spot in your bottom right corner of your screen? Yeah, that would be for the winner of this one to meet up with the Magnificent Mutts in the semifinals. The other semifinal is set. The first semifinal, the New Yorkies after shocking Novi Sad, Serbia. That'll be coming up about 15 minutes after this one against the Chomping Chihuahuas. Oh, man. Anderson, nice jabby. He misses at the rim, Kareem. Dive into the bucket. Oh, it ain't sugar, it ain't milk. It's Kareem and All-America out by 2. Oh, Ali stinging like a bee again. The bump and the bucket. And he's got our MC, Vince Chang, sprinting around the half court. I want to get up and run after that one too. He goes off the Windex plus the foul and can make it a 3-point play. So just like that, All-America's lead erased, and they can find themselves trailing. And now they do. The Labs in front. Ali playing a hell of a game for the Labs. Brady's needs one. And he still can't buy a bucket. Coated in a polar bear's toenails is Brady's. I hadn't seen him shooting it like this before. He's in a little bit of a slump here. But make no mistake about it, he is a dangerous player. Just has not been able to get in his groove. We'll see if he can in the last 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Again, with the Labs leading 13-12. 5 fouls apiece, only a foul apiece to give before being in the penalty situation. There's Huffman. What can Brown do for you? The Brown grad giving it a 2-piece with no biscuit. All-America back in front. Ali. Huffman, quick move. Kareem, Brady's shot goes down, and he beats his chest. 16-13. Oh, Anderson, he yammed him. You can't do Huffman like that. And then Anderson, this time 2 hands for safety. Don't forget to flush. 16-15. And now Ali whistled for the foul. Brady's, that's a veteran for you. As we get another look at the back-to-back dunks. Yeah, Anderson touching more iron than the PGA Tour. Keep up. 16-15. 6 fouls on the Labs, 5 on All-America. Brady's looking for another one. That one strong to the left. Just a minute to play. And me and Kevin were talking about this one having the makings of a potential game of the day. And I'd say so far. It's a 1-point game with a minute to play. And Ali is down. You don't hear that. You hadn't heard that very much. Dating back to the 60s. Ali is down. Maybe against Frazier. Zaire Carrington's no Frazier. But he's built like a house. Ali ran right into him. He's good to go, though. 6 fouls apiece. Ali taking his time, kicking it out to Anderson. Open, but blows it. LM Dub, the hezzy. Baseline, Carrington, great defense. Anderson, stop, pop, shut him down, open up shop. 16 up. Under a buck to play, Kareem. And a foul. That Ali called for the foul. Reaching into the cookie jar. Who, me? Yes, you. And both teams in the bonus now. Labs, their 7th foul. And All-America again with 6 fouls, so none to give. Kareem, clutch free throw. Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year in 2011. And he's good at the free throw line. 18-16, LM Dub. Who wants to keep playing for 50 thou? Wow. Oh, the delectable dish. LM Dub and another smash from Anderson. Makes it a 1-point game. It's Huffman now. Drive, kick, Carrington moves it. Huffman, shot, defending well. Carrington, big board here. 20 seconds to play. All-America, 18. Labradors, 17. It's Kareem. Step back. And it's too strong. 10 seconds left here. Davion Berry to Anderson. 6 seconds left. Davion Berry drives. Anderson misses right at the rim. And a chance to tie. The Labradors' hopes at the 50 grand go up in smoke as All-America stands strong and hold them off on the final possession to secure the dub. The question is, can they secure the bag? We're going to see All-America into the semifinals. Let's look back at that last shot by Berry. He was a little bit hesitant in getting that ball up. He was looking at the clock. Under 10 seconds to play. He got the hesitation move. Huffman right past him. And you just wonder if he should have shot that ball. Anderson was expecting him, I think, to put the ball in the air. Berry didn't want any parts of the shot, and as a result, the Leaping Labradors are grounded in the quarterfinals. So we get it over to Kevin Dannon now, who's with the winners, Zaire Carrington and Dan, the man, Mavrades.
Zaire, that was a frenzied stretch there at the end to close this game out. You had the game-preserving block. What happened on that play?
Well, I've been turning the ball over like crazy all game, so I needed to make a play. It was a tie game. Those dudes are really tough. We're hitting tough shots all over the place, so I just wanted to make it a good contest. I saw time and score. Wanted to make sure, just to take some more time off the clock and hold on to a win.
Dan, it seems like your team subs a little more frequently than these others. Talk about how big of a part that is kind of in your strategy, especially for a day in which you could play 3 games.
I'll tell you anything you want to know, but I'm not talking about our strategy till about 9:15 tonight when I got a big fat check in my hand. But I will tell you, you can see it's a fast-paced game. You can see how tired it gets. It's not the same as 5-on-5. It's like a shot of espresso, so we sub as often as we can.
Congratulations, guys, and best of luck in the semis.
Thank you.
All right, Kyle, back to you.
Well, you heard that man. Brady's not lacking any confidence. He said, we'll relax when we got that $50,000 in our pocket. So props to him as we look back at the highlights in this one. All-America, Leaping Labradors, the final quarterfinal with the magnificent Mutts waiting. And it started off with Zaire Carrington getting a bucket underneath. And how about the game from Hamid Ali in this one? Relatively quiet at the start of this tournament, but he showed up with an exclamation point in this one. He brought the crossover to the party, and he was crossing dudes straight out, left and right, creating plays for not only himself, but for his team as well. Speaking of creating big plays for their team, how about that? The emotion showing from Zaire Carrington. He's been beasting all tournament long. A little bit frantic. You heard him mention the turnovers. So I think he feels probably lucky to come out with a win in this one. But the ball movement certainly helped Team All-America. The only 2-piece that Mavrades was able to knock down in the game proved to be a big one. How about Anderson down the stretch, 2 back-to-back dunks, just doing unfair things to Huffman underneath the bucket. And, he was playing above the rim. Great game from Anderson. And here's the last play of the game, 17-18. All-America in front. Davion Berry might have had a look there to put the shot up. In any case, he does not. And his team will not be moving on to the semifinals. These teams will be the New Yorkies against the Champa Chihuahuas. That one's going to be tasty. That'll be followed by the Magnificent Mutts and All-America. 50 G's on the line here in Milpitas as the semifinals and the action continue. Dunk contest on the way as well. Keep it here. You don't want to miss anything the rest of the way.